Good morning. Today we are gonna go have some breakfast at one of the cafes that I went to as a child every Saturday, and we're gonna have something there. It's rainy today and it's not very warm, but not very cold either compared to Germany. So we might do things here locally. Apart from that, I didn't really sleep, and Raf didn't either. Raf had some spotting on the bed, and I had diarrhea, or I have diarrhea because of the dinner. Sí. Heavy dinner yesterday. So yeah, we didn't really sleep, but we might have a nap later. We'll see. But still, even with all of the problems, we quite like it here. Sí. Our breakfast. Now we are going to the bank where we had a bank account. We are gonna close it because they are charging fees every month, but we are not living here and we are not coming here often. So it doesn't make sense to keep the bank account. So we liquidated the bank account and we also bought some betadine. I think it's what's called in English. Which is for wounds and small blessures, but I didn't find it in Germany. At least we didn't. So we just bought it here for €5. Now we're gonna get some groceries and food supplies for the trip, but also for relatives, for my parents, of course. Things like alcohol for the wounds, that is not very common in Germany, or they don't find it, and things like that. Here you can recycle, but also have us eat or drink at a supermarket. We bought some food for the birds, alcohol, like for wounds, povidone, cinnamon. What else do we have? Sanitary pads, broccoli, canned fish, so canned sardines in olive oil, which are not common in Germany. I think I only found them at Kaufland and they were super expensive. And also, what was it? Tuna in olive oil. Lemons. That was it. It was €15. We replaced the broccoli for the canaries. Yes. We were going to go to the tailor to cut trousers a bit, but because they are too long, but apparently they are not open during lunchtime. So everything right now except for the supermarkets is closed. We are going to the center, or well, that's our plan. And yeah, shop around. Maybe we buy shoes because Raf has problems with her shoes. And yeah, we'll improvise a bit. The city of Gijón went up to here, up to the square. It expanded later, I believe, in the 1900s with Jovellanos. He used a radial system, as you can see here with the streets, to expand the city because of workers coming from the countryside who needed apartments to live in. That's why you can see, like in Asian cities, a lot of higher buildings. Mercado del Sur, where people in the past used to come from, farmers and fishermen used to come and sell their goods here. Now you have established shops that sell their goods. I really like the color of some buildings. It's less monotonous than in other cities and countries. So this is the theater, Jovellanos, and over there you have another building that also looks very picturesque, kind of neoclassical. We are here at the Begonia Square. We are at a Decathlon shop right here at the center where the Zara shop was, and my wife is trying out shoes because her current shoes are a bit uncomfortable. It's very quiet here because people in Spain, they take a long siesta after lunch. New shoes, now we can keep on walking.
I still have them.
Oh. So this is the Calle Corrida, full of shops, many brands here. Right at this square with the Mercado del Sur. Over there you have the casino. This is the Correos, so the post office. What else? Yeah, that's where we bought the shoes. And in that direction you have the beaches. Part of the University of Oviedo. This might be a faculty. The Parchís Square, with the famous image of that shoe shop that is quite historic. Not very full right now because it's 4 p.m. Statue of Christ with the words "Christ wins" here next to the Parchís Square. 15 degrees, the sea on the horizon, and it's a very nice atmosphere here. Not very hot, not very cold. There's a nice breeze. This is one of the two main beaches in Gijón. I think it's San Lorenzo. Yeah, it's San Lorenzo. On the other side you have Poniente. Over there you see all the buildings with views to the sea. Over there is the center. And in that direction, that place is Cima de Villa. It is basically where Gijón started. It started as a Celtic settlement. It was called Gigia or Gigia if you do not pronounce Spanish. And well, from there it expanded, as you can see. And eventually it was not Celtic anymore, it became Catholic as the rest of Spain. But it did keep some Celtic cultural things such as the cider or the bar culture that you also have with the pubs in the UK and Ireland. The Church of St. Peter here in Cima de Villa. We are now walking to a cake shop where we'll meet with some relatives and we'll eat something there. So we just come from that meeting with the relatives. It was a very nice evening together. We really enjoyed it, and I don't know, somehow I felt like I got to know my own family better. Tomorrow we have no plans. Today we didn't have plans either. But we'll try to fill up the day with several activities, and we thought of going with the grandparents to a kind of cafe where we'll have breakfast, or some of us will have breakfast. So that's how we will start the day. We'll try to go to the tailor to see if she can cut my trousers before we depart. Do some other activities. I don't know if we are gonna drive somewhere tomorrow. We'll see.